X-Men. The dawn of war approaches according to the Human Torch. Johnny Storm offers his aid to defend the Inhumans, but Medusa will not have it. He is not part of this war, and besides, maybe the X-Men just want to talk.
Talk? They brought an army,
Says Johnny.
These aren't just X-Men. They got Sabretooth and Magneto with them.
Medusa will not have it. She commands him away to lend aid to her non-combatant civilians. Queen Medusa makes contact with Iso. The new human is commanded to leave New Adelan to seek out for Black Bolt, Crystal, and Karnak. Something happened to them. Find out what. If the city falls, gather the Inhumans, resist, and when the time is right, take back our home. The mutants arrive at the doorsteps of New Adelan. They unleash their chaos, but the Inhumans' defensive turrets kick in. The guns won't hold the mutants off for long, so Medusa suits up. This is her home. These are her people. She will not let the X-Men steal their future. The defenses have failed and the mutants have breached the compound. They unleash their awesome powers, creating devastation and chaos wherever they go. Storm calls to her people, informing them that their target is the royal Inhuman family. The innocent civilians must be left unharmed. Magneto thinks differently. This is war, and there will be casualties.
Oh, by the way, are we ready for phase 2?
Magic, with her teleportation abilities, takes out Inhuman combatants one by one. Meanwhile, Young Beast breaks into his older self's lab in search of anything that can help his people combat the Terrigen Cloud. Medusa walks in assuming that she is talking to present-day Beast, only to realize that it isn't him. Enraged, Medusa entangles Young Beast and, with her powerful force, she crushes his body onto the pavement. Suddenly, Nightcrawler arrives and, with a fraction of a second, he teleports the Queen of the Inhumans away. Iso and fellow Inhuman Inferno heads towards the hangar bay to make their escape. They are the messengers and they must escape to rally their forces. The hangar door opens. All they can hear are cannon fire which lights up the night sky. But the true danger lies in the Sabretooth standing in their way. Suddenly, a firestorm takes out the uncanny X-Men. Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, found his purpose in the war. But he made a mistake. You never turn your back on Sabretooth. Victor Creed's Berserker Rage kicks in and he will tear the Human Torch to shreds. Johnny Storm fights back, but Iso and Inferno will not have the opportunity to lend a hand. Their mission is not to fight. Their mission is to run. Storm got word that there are 2 Inhumans escaping via a sky sled. She radios the Wolverine to track them down and take them in. Laura Kinney got her mission, and her ride, the Angel, has arrived. Magic reports that they got all of the targets in limbo, while Angel catches up to his target. He gets Wolverine right on top of the vessel, and then he lets go. Wolverine releases her claws and dives down like a rocket. She makes contact and destroys a flying vessel into shrapnel. The new humans land safely thanks to Iso's power, but Wolverine wasn't saved. Laura Kinney landed hard. Her mutant powers will kick in and she will continue her rampage. There is also the Angel flying around somewhere, but fortune favors the bold. Iso and Inferno made it. They reached the Living Gate Eldrak. With his powers, he can teleport anyone anywhere in the world, but something is wrong. He isn't responding. The situation gets worse as the Angel arrives and the Wolverine regains consciousness. With her claws out, Laura leaps towards the new humans, but at the last second, Eldrak reawakens and he activates his powers. Iso and Inferno reawaken somewhere else. They thank their lucky stars that they got away from the bloodthirsty Wolverine. Unfortunately for the new humans, with one Wolverine gone, brings forth another one, out of the furnace and into the fire. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Comic Island. My name is Joey and we are reviewing and recapping the Inhumans vs. X-Men issue 2. I'm very impressed with the story so far, from the artwork to the characters to its story flow. Issue 0 sets the stage for the mutants to attack. Issue 1 gave us the much needed dilemma within the mutants, and at the end, continuing into issue 2, we got an all-out war. I can understand why the mutants would want to preemptively strike down the Inhumans, and I can also understand why the Inhumans would want to protect their mist. If you're going to throw in a hero team versus another hero team story, you gotta make it so that a reader could potentially side with either team. That's why Civil War 1 was so successful, and maybe that's why Civil War 2 didn't strike a chord with me. But let's not sidetrack now. We are talking about the Inhumans versus X-Men. I can easily choose either side, but my love is always gonna be for the X-Men. Inhumans vs. X-Men issue 2 follows Queen Medusa and her people for a big portion of the story arc. This issue makes it seem like the X-Men are the bad guys, the invaders if you will. And then after the X-Men imprisoned the key Inhumans, we got a valiant escape attempt from ISO and Inferno. It is hard not to root for these two Inhumans. As of right now, Marvel is doing a good job pulling my heartstrings. It feels kinda like a tug-of-war. Oh, by the way, I loved how the X-Men used teleporters to imprison the Inhumans in Limbo. Magic basically sends them to a different dimension, and as far as I can tell, none of the Inhumans have the ability to escape. So what is next for this story? Even though ISO and Inferno accidentally bumps into the old man Logan, somehow I think they will find a way to escape, and the rest of the Royal Inhumans such as Black Bolt, Karnak, Crystal, and Lockjaw will gather their forces to fight back. I am super hyped for an epic battle between these two races, and I can't wait for a rematch between Black Bolt and Dazzler. I'm also interested into what will happen to Johnny Storm. The Fantastic Four is disbanded. Reed Richards and Susan Storm went MIA after Secret Wars, and Ben Grimm is off-world, so Johnny Storm is basically by himself. If he continues to behave like the character I think he is, he will have a lot of bad blood with mutants, a lot of whom he called friends. But these are just my opinions on this issue. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like what we do and want to support us, I recommend checking out our Patreon page. The link will be in the description below. Thanks again, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in another Comic Island video.